Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a little while since I've cast some StarLadder EU, but we're back. We're about to go live. Here we go.
Remaining. Dire team pick. Dire team ban.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, I'm really getting ahead of myself here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to StarLadder Season 9 Europe. This is day number 13 of 30 days of Dota 2 action, brought to you, of course, by Beyond the Summit. I'm LD, your host, and joining me today will be nobody, because nobody's awake yet, but people will wake up later on. Our first match coming up, it will be Insane versus Relax. We've got 5 games for StarLadder Europe scheduled for you guys all today. I think the big one here that jumps out at a lot of folks will be Alliance versus Fnatic. That's going to be our third match of the day. First one, though, will be Insane versus Relax. And speaking of Insane versus Relax, let's take a look at the teams real quickly. Insane, well, not having a good start. 0-3, and not just losing, but getting pretty much crushed in most of their games as well. Just looking at the stats, really. As for Relax, 3-2 in an okay position, but With only 4 teams advancing, that doesn't seem like enough of a performance yet, and these teams still play many of the stronger and bigger names in the groups. But with that being said, the draft is well underway. We're going to jump right into it without any further ado, and we'll see if we can get our overlays working here. We've got Insane. Let's see. I think I got them wrong. Yep, always get them wrong. This software, okay, so the way it works is it says like left and right for each team, and then it says like show draft screen. So you can swap the team, but I don't know what left or right means. It should be top or bottom, so I always get it wrong. I'm just an idiot, but yeah, we do have Insane on the Dire side here. First overall pick went to them, and they went Dazzle first pick. Something that we've seen a lot more out of the CIS teams has been these minus armor strats, so running like StarLadder, Dazzle, Shadow Fiend actually got banned here that they've looked to pick up, and well, Dazzle Ancient Apparition has been a powerful combo. They actually did ban the Ancient Apparition, so we won't see that this particular game, but with the Dazzle pick, it allows them to run something a little bit riskier solo mid. So they could run a hero like Storm Spirit, who normally can be very weak towards early game ganks, and as long as Dazzle carries a TP, whenever the enemy team goes on your solo mid who's squishy and gankable, you just TP and engrave him. So Dazzle first pick, that is not something you see every day. And as for Relax, at least not outside of CIS. And as for Relax, they pick up StarLadder and Vistage. Yeah, I did not sleep well last night. Sorry, guys. I'll get it together here. I promise you. Qcyber, Insane Gaming responds with the Bat Rider, and then the second stage of bans. Disruptor gets banned, kind of in some ways, one of the better support counters to Bat. He jumps in, you just glimpse him, break the lasso, engagement is pretty much over. And if he's ever running with his Blink and Force Staff, you can glimpse him back, go for the kills. So, decent support ban. Shadow Fiend gets banned by Insane Gaming, who've gone StarLadder early, and when you run the StarLadder, you really don't want him to be your one position. You want to have a primary DPS. Shadow Fiend really fits the bill. If you even go back to TI3, Orange Esports had a lot of yeah, they were still Orange back then. Orange Esports had a lot of success running the Shadow Demon for Mushi and the Ohio StarLadder, I believe it was. No, it was KYXY, I think. Yeah, KYXY. But yeah, that's definitely a strong combo. They won't get it this game. They will still probably need a solo mid. Could see a solo mid Mirana, but would lean towards her being a roaming support or an offlaner up to this point. Or a solo hero, for that matter, in the safe side lane, rather. But, yeah, Slark and Lifestealer get banned by Relax, so they actually ban heroes that I guess are just kind of hard to track down in some ways. Lifestealer actually doesn't match up that great against Dazzle or Bat Rider. Or no, sorry, I mean, he doesn't actually match up that great against StarLadder and the Familiars, to be totally honest. You can just amplify damage him. He can rage it off, but it's quite a spammable spell, and StarLadder very hard for Lifestealer to focus down in fights because he's quite naturally tanky, so looks like they just don't want to deal with the Lifestealer bombs and the power of Bat Rider roaming around with Slark trailing in his wake and looking for kills. So in the second stage of the draft, we see the Bane come off the board for Relax. Great crowd control, really good lockdown, and a support that deals well with the Bat Rider initiation, and also a support that can lock down Lycan quite effectively. And in reply, Qcyber, Insane Gaming go for Lycan. So they get themselves a pretty mediocre laning lineup, but a very strong mid-game. Great at pushing, scouting. They're on the Dire side. They have access to early Roche. This is where Relax, depending on this last pick, may even have to scout Roche at level 1. Dazzle, Lycan, I mean, it really depends on the last pick what they get, but Qcyber and Insane Gaming with a Dazzle, Lycan have at least an outside shot at sneaking a Roche. I don't think Relax will be caught off guard by that. Lycan is one of the most obvious Roche heroes. And I just realized we don't have Dota TP audio. Let's go ahead and fix that. Let's also make... Relax, you are throwing fine. Thanks, chat. I'm doing my best here. Death Prophet the ban. So a very strong 5-man hero with the Lycanthrope. Also works well with Dazzle's minus armor. Exorcism is all physical damage. So Dazzle plus any physical DPS, which does include Death Prophet, very scary with that ultimate. So I like that ban. They also need a solo mid, I suppose. I'm probably going to see Bat Rider in the offlane this game. So yeah, looking at the lanes, it looks like Insane Gaming should go defensive try with Dazzle line supporting that lane, probably Bat Rider to the offlane, and most likely we'll see another solo mid. There are some decent solo mids available for the offlane. Like, they could look to run, say, a Clockwork, but ton of Bane. StarLadder are pretty good at killing him. If you just sleep, even if he's in cogs, you should set up the arrow as the cogs are towards their end, and then you go ahead, sprint, and crush. So they actually banned Drow, going a completely different direction with their carry ban here. And, well, with familiars and 2 ranged heroes, or 3 ranged heroes, that's not a bad ban. Drow doesn't really do that well against a lot of these heroes, though. She's not very good against Batrider, Lycan, Lion in general. A lot of burst damage, heroes that can just close the gap quickly, and the slow not going to help you at all against Lycanthrope, but there's a lot of crowd control from these supports, and she would offer them quite a bit of damage. Relax now, we'll see what that last pick is. A lot of this comes down to how they want to use the Mirana. With the Bane pick, it looks like more of a farmer. Could be in an offensive tri-lane, could just be their offlaner, or even solo mid, potentially. Lone Druid. Wow. Not a hero that I've seen much of lately. He's been completely absent in Korean and Chinese Dota. I've only cast a handful of the European Dota games, and, well, with between planning the summit, which I can finally say that I've been working on, it was driving me insane. People are like, what are you doing? Why haven't you watched every game in StarLadder? It's like, well, we're actually working on some other stuff, I swear, but I can't tell you what it is. But yeah, I haven't watched as much European Dota as I would have liked, but we'll get back into it starting today, and so I at least have not seen much Lone Druid. I know, I don't even know if Bulldog's been playing it. I want to say he's played it a time or two, but, well... This Relax squad. At least they haven't gotten the axe for Dread. The poor man's shield axe. That was one of the most painful performances ever. And what made it worse was Merlinian, I think it was Merlinian Gods casting, and they were flaming his axe so hard. And the thing was, Dread has had a good axe before. He actually was one of the early players to go for the aggressive tri-lane axe, creep skip. He beat Navi with it in like 15 minutes. But, yeah, and then he had that game. Point. Well, over. They wrap it up with a Templar Assassin, and she's going to do quite well this game early on. Her and try and help win your team the lane, but, oh, with that being said, she's still going to have a decent time, and it forces a support into that lane, which means less pressure on the Batrider and less pressure on the Lycanthrope. So, TA left in a 1v1 here, should do very well against any of these heroes. Lone Druid can beat TA. He's got 2 ways to remove Refraction, and if you get an Entangle around level 5, that will chew through the remaining Refraction charges and potentially let you get a kill very easily. Just checking my audio levels here. Sounds like everything's fine according to the mods, but we will adjust if needed. I think one of the other guys fucked with the audio settings, but it seems okay. Nobody's raging in stream chat just yet. Alright. We'll have a pause. Let's do it, guys. Insane versus Relax. Our first of 5 best of ones of the day. Since we do have a pause here, before we go through the teams, we'll just go ahead, show the schedule again, show you guys what is coming up. So, Insane versus Relax is your first match. Then, after that, we've got NEXT.kz versus Ahead. And we'll just kind of go through these matches one at a time, see how are the teams doing, what's their standing so far. NEXT.kz 0-4. Ahead 1-6. Well, that's a doozy of a match, I must say. Should be entertaining though. NEXT.kz likes to go for some interesting picks, but yeah, not the strongest teams in the group. Alliance 5-2, Fnatic 1-2. That's probably your highlight, your premier match of the day. And then coming up after that, we have Cleave versus MYM, where it'll be a 1-4 Cleave versus a 2-1 MYM. Man, we're playing all the bad teams today. Not the bad teams, but the teams that are not off to a good start in StarLadder. And a lot of these teams, to be fair, have started games against Alliance, Navi, some of the stronger teams, and Empire, some of the very strong teams in the group stage so far. But yeah, with that being said, I mean, actually, let's just screw that. Let's just look at the group standings. Empire 7-0, Navi 5-1, Alliance 5-2. And then Power Rangers, the Navi Slayers, the Rare Bringers, they're 4-2. I really want to see Power Rangers at a LAN. They've been so close before to getting to StarLadder. Well, maybe not to getting there, but just to, like, making a run towards that playoff spot and securing a spot at the LAN finals. And they did well at Tech Labs. They actually beat Navi there in the series and didn't go on to win the event. But yeah, Power Rangers, the Rare Bringers, a team that I definitely enjoy casting quite a bit. So happy to see them doing well. It's just so early in the group stage, though. Sure, we're 13 days in, but every team is going to play a total of 15 games. So even Empire hasn't played half of their games. And they're 7-0. Now, they're in pretty good shape. Just judging my team's recent performances, the obvious kind of shoo-ins to make the LAN finals would be Empire, Na'Vi, and probably Alliance, I would say. And then the real question is, who's going to... If those three teams all make it, who's the fourth team? Cloud9's probably the most popular, either them or Fnatic. But none of these teams have really looked dominant lately. And even teams like Sigma, rox.KIS, VP have had some decent performances, but none of these, none of them are dominating. They haven't, like, taken care of business across the board, easily cruised to wins. It's tough to say. I don't know. Let's see, what do we have for our rosters here? Oh, that's not the right match. That's not the right match. That's the right match. That's an interesting picture of Big Num. Quite a look he's got going there. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, he'll be on your Batrider this game. Okay, we got some photos. Let's see, we got some team statistics. Some favorite heroes. Sounds like everyone has their keys on relax as the game will unpause, so we'll hop back inside the game, get our prize pool tracker up. Everything will be gravy. There you go. Alright, almost 190,000. At the very least, it looks like the tournament's on track to break 200,000, which is impressive. And, well, I did mention they've got the Lycan and the Dazzle. Maybe they go for Roche early. But TA? Oh, she's taking Refraction, so it looks like not a Roche attempt. As you'd want that minus armor for Meld if you are going for Roche. But yeah, we'll introduce the teams now. On the Dire side, you've got Insane Gaming looking for their first win of StarLadder Season 9 Europe Division. Aloha Dance playing your Lion. Big Num, the Batrider. FN on the Lycan. Chomi, the TA. And Inquisitor playing the Dazzle. And on the Radiant side, we have Shatchlo playing the Lone Druid. We have Dread on the support Visage. Benched from the Axe after his previous performance. Yoki, the SLARDAR, solo mid actually. Offlane, Tame My Wild, gonna be handling the Mirana, and that leaves WindX as the Bane. Relax definitely the favorites in this match, but that only means so much. We'll see how the teams perform. They get done an aggressive Observer Ward, and they're just gonna retreat out. Not gonna do any Roche shenanigans, just go back to the lane, so... The Radiant team has not placed any wards yet. Actually, they still have 2 Observers. Oh no, sorry, 1 on WindX. Where do you place the other one?
The battle begins.
Oh, he gave it to Mirana. Okay. I'm seeing things. Yeah, so it hasn't placed either of his Observers yet, but it looks like they are going aggressive tri-lane, or at least have the potential to. Bane, Visage, Mirana. What would they be laning against? Lion, Dazzle, and Lycan. They could get some kills here. If they want to go aggressive, but no, they'll do a lane mid instead. Not going to leave SLARDAR in a 1v1 against TA. Which seems pretty advisable. I mean, that's the thing for Relax, is no matter who they put mid, outside of the Lone Druid, they were never going to win a 1v1 against TA. And they could try and deal with their 2v1, Bane could come in and Feeble. They actually choose to put the Visage here instead. Mostly just for the setup for the arrow. So they have the stronger dual lane top, but in some ways, just the weaker dual lane mid. Visage not as effective at slowing down a TA. No enfeeble, no easy way to stop her from getting last hit. And Big Num in the offlane on the Batrider. These first few levels will be the key for him. Already the boots online. He went boots first. Sometimes you can get solo kills if on a Lone Druid if he plays too cocky. 3 napalm stacks are up, and he doesn't have boots yet for the hero. This is the key time for the Batrider, where there's a chance for him to get killed. Once the boots come out for Lone Druid, and once he hits level 5 in particular, it gets a whole lot harder. And we'll see Shatchlo just back off, let the napalm stacks wear off. And, well, so the tri-lane for Insane Gaming should go pretty well. The camp was warded, and it looks like the first D-ward did not succeed. I'm not actually getting the AoE boxes for some reason. Huh. That's weird. Well, anyway, they D-warded out of range, so that does look like it's out of range, and as a result, they won't have their pull camp here. This camp, also hasn't spawned yet. Might have been body block, but even if they get that camp, that's just easy experience for the Radiant side to lead. So, this offlane looking really good for Relax so far. Already at Mirana, who's gotten 6 CS and just levels, frankly. In the mid lane, the TA's CSing very well. This is where Visage, just not a very strong dual lane support. Can't actually slow down the TA that much. If they wanted to put Bane here, it would be much stronger. They'll actually going on Yoki, but he'll pop the Crush, and they'll just run away. But yeah, dual lane versus dual lane. This is definitely going to go Insane's way. They're already winning that lane beforehand. And the off lane should go reasonably well for Insane with the Batrider there. He'll get his levels. He's not going to shut down the lone Druid. Well, especially once he hits level 5. Might even die, but yeah, he'll get his levels. He'll have a pretty fast level 6 and work towards the blink. So heading towards the mid game for Insane, they've got a really strong pushing lineup. I will say that Relax are quite good at hunting the Lycanthrope, though. SLARDR, Mirana, Familiars, and the Lone Druid Entangle. I mean, they've got so much control for this Lycan. It's actually kind of insane, if you think about it. Yeah, you see what I did there. You know you like it. You know you like it. But they really do have a ton of control. Enfeeble, Grip, Sleep, Arrow, Crush, Bash, Familiar Stuns. Grave Chill not going to help you. And then Entangle as well. So that's like a solid 7-8 lockdown spells, which is very difficult for the Lycanthrope. And even if he wants to split push, once the SLARDR gets a Blink Dagger, it's going to be hard to do that. So we'll see how fast Yoki gets it so far. He is bottle crowing, has the boots up, so generally at this point you'll just see the Blink Rush. Sometimes the Treads first. Once in a while the tanky, straight tanky builds, but it's where they do need a farm TA as well. If it's just a farm... if it's a one-core lineup, basically, if you only have one farm carry, RX have too much control for that. There's too much lockdown, there's just too many ways to stun the Lycan and punish him. So they need a farm TA as well, and that's good news because Chomi is farming very well, 21-3. So they still don't have access to this pole camp. Insane, out of sentry wards for now. And, well, not really getting a whole lot. I think their sentry actually blocked this big camp as well. Yeah. Yeah, they blocked their own big camp. Well, not sure if they intended to do that. I mean, that camp's not really a big advantage for them anyway. But in the jungle, there's a Dire Observer ward here, spotting out Big Num. Dread's gonna move back mid, and they have a DD rune up. Yoki maybe a little bit of baiting from him as Dread struts into the lane, has the level 2 Soul Assumption. Just not a good lane for getting a kill on a TA though. Even with the Sentry ward, you still got Dazzle on the backside, no points of grave yet, going aggressive. Not going for the kills just yet, though. Take my wild. Uh-oh. Tanks the creeps. Aloha Dance. Forces out the leap. They'll still have a Hex available at the ready if he needs to drop it. And now the lane gets a lot harder for Big Num. Level 6 on the Lone Druid. A Root can, if not Spell is Doom, force out the Salve. The next one maybe force him back to base or all the bottle charges. So the lane gets a lot tougher 1v1 from here. And already Shackle picking up the farm. Or sorry, Shachko picking up the farm. And doing pretty well. CS has improved a lot, 22 and 14. The Batrider's starting to fall behind, and he'll continue to fall further and further behind as this lane goes on. With the Oob out, the Orb of Venom, every trade is very effective, but top lane looks like we'll have our first blood. Tamar Wild goes down. Now Aloha Dance. They're going for 2. They've roamed in the Dazzle for this one. With the Howl damage, it's too much. Just the 1 point in Howl. Everybody's hitting a lot harder. That's plus 60 for each hero's. For all 3 heroes throwing out an auto attack, that's an extra 60 damage. That's a free Sacred Relic across 3 heroes. That's a lot of extra right click. Not that they really needed it. They would have gotten the first blood regardless, but well done. Good rotation, and this is where they just can't punish the TA mid. TA doesn't really need the help from the dual lane. Like, they could have just left it here and run the Dazzle top the whole time, but they secure his farm. They've been stacking the woods with Inquisitor as well, and let's see if he gets this stack off. Looks like he should. So this is going to be a quad stack. Yeah, quad stack indeed. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Big Num forced the TP back to base, got rooted, probably dropped low, and just decided to TP out. Meanwhile, Chummy will grab the top rune. It's an invis. I'll come back towards mid, but there's a Radiant Sentry ward here, so this will not be very effective. Overall, Relax are farming all 3 cores, though. Sure, they gave up the first blood, they gave up a secondary kill, but main thing for them is they are farming well on the SLARDR. He's rushing the Treads first. Shachko farming quite well in the safe lane, and Team Wild getting levels and farming the off lane. So it's really not too bad for them. And where the Dire team actually struggles is with their support's levels. Big Num's going to start farming up his stacks. I would really like to see the Dazzle taking this experience. Bat doesn't need it that badly. He's just staying mid for now, but Big Num hits almost level 8. For the Dazzle, that would probably bring him to level 5.5 or so if he leached that. At least level 5, so I think it's worth him going and leeching that, but Qcyber the bat now works towards the blink, and Shachlo gets an empty lane. Man, I'm bad at pronouncing his name. FN is, he's the one who struggled though, up against the dual ranged heroes in the off lane, and dealing with the occasional enfeeble spam, just the right click harassment. His farm isn't great, like in a good comeback hero, so not an overly large concern for Insane, but despite having the 2 kills and the first blood, they are barely ahead. And now, at around the 8-minute mark, they'll make a move back towards the bottom lane. Big Num rotates in, we see 3 heroes top for Relax, and they've shown all 3 in the lane too. So having shown all 3 heroes bottom, this is open season for Insane to wrap around anywhere else. And they'll go bottom, they'll go on to Shachlo. They know there's no one in position to help them out. They just saw the 3 heroes top, whose Dread was visible, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Flame break back, brought down. Even if he was in Big Bear form, I don't know if he lives there. Gotta be careful about showing all 3 heroes in the lane like that. And if you do, then you need to not post up when you're the Lone Druid, but a good gank. Insane now, 500 gold until the Blink Dagger. TA still farming very well mid. Chomi's doing work. 50 and 14. And this is, again, just what is StarLadder supposed to do in this lane? Not a whole lot. That's the answer. It's really not much. Just farm your Blink. He's got the treads, now the Blink should be coming. And we could just see the Vanguard. Some players like to go straight Vanguard, but I think when you're up against Lycan, Blink is just absolutely mandatory. As well as up against Bat. When he blinks on you, you can just blink out. If you ever feel the need to retreat. And bottom lane, we'll see another root. Big Num's been coming prepared. Every time there's a root, just quickly TP's out while the root's cooling down. The only way to punish that is if you save the skill point to level up your bear. You root him, and then you level it up and immediately resummon it. You can get the double root, but yeah, that is... Shachlo did not have... I keep on calling him Shachlo. Yeah, he just didn't have the levels for it, so good play by the bat right now. Even then, you're still really, banking on the RNG at that point. But Shachlo, he does pick up a Midas, so is farming quite well, but top lane engagement breaks out, Lion's gonna fall, now onto FN, on the retreat, but too much right-click damage. First rotation from the StarLadder, very successful. They didn't even use the Fiend script, only now that they hit level 6, and meanwhile, bottom lane, the Lone Druid falls, so every time his team goes in top, the Lone Druid just needs to back bottom, like, he keeps on sticking around. That's your Blink Dagger for the bat, but killing the Lone Druid is having a really good start. Lone Druid's not even gonna be... that's a key thing, but the Lycan is not really going to be the carry of this game, I feel. FN just not farming very well. Only 27 CS. That's where, for Insane, they kill the enemy's carry hero, and it only takes 2 heroes, and Relax are killing the enemy, like, semi-carry slash utility hero on the Lycan. Sure, he's meant to be a carry, but he's just not farmed enough to be one, so I actually kind of favor Insane with that trade. Less heroes required for the kill, and they kill a hero that's getting a lot more farm. We'll see how it works out, but now the Lycan back to top lane. Looking at the Dire Vision here, they do not see much. They don't see Dread at this point, they don't see Shachlo, and they do not see this TP end of the middle lane. Although now they will with Windex there. Looking to clean up some windows, perhaps. Make sure he can see clearly. Good TA traps, though. Oh, it's actually been spotted, I think, the Moonlight Shadow. Were they actually watching the minimap? Yes, they were. Really nice TA traps, giving them vision behind the enemy tower. Who needs wards? Look at that. That saved them. Definitely saved them from a kill there. That's some sick TA plays, guys. It's not always about the Ferrari 430 cleaves. Or splash damage. He gets him with the splash! That was probably the most epic moment I've ever cast, even though it was an online game. That was just such a filthy play. If you haven't seen it and you don't know what I'm talking about, someone in chat should probably be able to like it, but we'll see a Fiend script mid lane onto Chomi, and Aloha Dance comes in, he'll cancel that, he impales one, hexes the other, fingers Yoki too, just gets off a crush as he's dead, and now Windex gets pulled in with the lasso. TA should be able to secure this kill. Flame Break come back, amazing play from our Lion, but this Lone Druid can turn it around. Will he get a secondary root? It's pulled down. One more right click, is there a root? Is there a root? No, there's just the bear. There's nothing but food. Food, bear food. The best food. Very, very expensive. 300 gold. We'll go the way of the dire. And meanwhile, while that's happening, they take the tower as well. And now, the chase is on. Mirana, no leap available. No arrow available. Gonna leave the wolf to try and pursue Tame Wild. Sends one wolf one way, one around the other side of the tree. Good wolf control, but just not good enough. Or not enough damage anyway. Tame Wild will end up surviving by the hairs on his chinny chin chin.
Radiant's bottom tower is
But that
under
was some
attack.
sick lion play. Aloha dance, so he impales the Bane, who's gripping, and then he immediately hexes the Slaughter when he's mid-crush right here. Would have gotten an easy kill. Then fingers the Slaughter, and they just kill the Slaughter instantly. Gets off the crush far too late, and even jukes out of range of the crush. So, great presence of mind there. Saving the hex for the instant disable on the closer target, which was the Slaughter. If he had hexed here and impaled here, I think he would have just gotten stunned during the cast animation. But that instant cast on hex making the difference. Very nice support play from Aloha. That's one of those little plays that you look at and it's like, hey, he just used his press Q, press W. It's easy, right? Well, not as easy as you think, guys. Of course, if you're just joining us, folks, this is game number 1 of 5 games on the day. And I'll show the schedule one more time as everyone starts to wake up, tune in. You're watching StarLadder Season 9, day number 13. After this match, we have NEXT.kz versus Ahead. Alliance versus Fnatic will be later on in the middle of the day. And then towards the end, we've got Cleave versus MYM and Sigma versus Insane. We're getting towards the halfway point for StarLadder, but I believe we actually have more games in the second half of the season than the first. For Europe, simply because of reschedules and wildcard matches. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I do believe that's the case. Well, for the time being, hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. The other guys are getting some much-deserved rest. We had a very, very long week getting ready for the show. Oh man, getting the studio set up, hooking up all the equipment, building the desk, finalizing the lighting, which we know needs some work, but finalizing what we had for the lighting, getting the backdrop installed. You would not believe how much work goes into setting up just that kind of studio. It is time consuming, to say the least, and not to mention getting the announcement ready for the summit. But I think overall people enjoyed the first show, so I'm pretty happy with how it went. There's a lot of stuff we can improve for the future. Apparently people were a big fan of my hair as well as my hoodie. But yeah, it was fun. So I'm looking forward to more episodes of In the Studio. We'll have other shows coming out as the year progresses. No announcements yet, but should be some more like fun and casual shows, maybe some analytics type shows. We'll have more information on those soon, sometime soon. But yeah, for now, it's all about the summit for us, as well as StarLadder. Those are our 2 main events. More announcements as far as other events are coming up soon, but well, for right now, that's a pretty big workload. We've got the whole online stage for the summit as well, and getting ready for that offline portion should be a whole lot of fun. So yeah, it's been busy around here, guys. I haven't been sleeping much. Ew, that's an ugly lung druid. Jesus, dude. Look at that. Like, why is it just dangling? Your saliva doesn't, like... What? Does it just sit there? How does he keep his saliva in place? This is like a miracle. That defies all laws of physics known to man. Interesting. But if you haven't already heard, the StarLadder ticket is available in the store, guys. I think the best value ticket out there. $10, you get a Lich set, a HUD, and they do evolve as you watch the games, but what you really get, 222 replays, just for the group stage, not even counting the LAN final, so an epically large ticket. China is now ready for playoffs. We're going to have 4 teams for the China region, which we can actually take a look at, I believe. Yeah, let's look at our China standing, since that group stage is fully wrapped up, and now it's just waiting the playoffs. IG, Newbie, LGD, and DK, your top 4 teams. BG Gaming ended up losing the tiebreaker because DK lost, so Burning just rubbing salt in the wound for RTK. So 2 of these teams will be moving on to Kiev, and I mean the real question is, does DK actually make it there? They've had Black standing in for Burning. Mixed results. Mixed results with Black, but I wouldn't really blame Black for any of the losses. It's more just, you could see they weren't fully comfortable having him on the squad, and I mean, it went okay for them. Not as well as they would have liked, though. And it looks like we are ready to get back inside the game, guys, so without any further ado, the unpause comes. Good, I was running out of material to fill. I was going to start reading Harry Potter to y'all, but I don't have that Danish or Australian accent to go with the Harry Potter. Trap gets deployed behind the tower on Chachlo on the retreat out. Illusions are scouting everything here, so Windex comes in, but the tower's already fallen, and Show Me is getting big, man. Phase boots, drums, and with the Roche down, or with the tier 1 down, straight into the Roche. Who cares that Lycan got just shut down completely in the laning stage? This Roche will melt, and right now, this Dire squad, this is easy for them. Even if RX have the vision of it, which they do. Oh, they've got a nice observer ward actually over here, helping to scout things out. And now an arrow will fly through, but it's already too late. The damage done, the Roche pit. It's just too fast. Meanwhile, top lane, onto Yoki. They lassoed him up, they're rotating somebody in. That's going to be your Lion, but doesn't quite get in range in time. But hey, they didn't lose a tower, and they got Roche. That is a big loss for Relax. Everybody put their rares on Relax, apparently, but Insane Gaming showing some sharp stuff. Big Num continues to chase. Is he really diving for this one? Flamebreak pushes him forward. Yeah, that's got to be it. That's really got to be it. He'll blink out. He was pushing it to the limit there, my friends. They did clear out this big stack of creeps as well. I believe Batrider cleaned it up. And now they're farming Ancient, so now you're Lycan. Treads online. Lycan just a great comeback here. Get your Vlads, just take Roche, and all of a sudden things turn around. Top lane, Yoki tries to jump in. They force to pop the Moonlight Shadow. Is there detection on the Dire side? There is, but it's out of range. However, Moonlight Shadow ending. He's gonna walk right in to the Dazzle and just melt him. Gets crushed. Doesn't have a chance to use any abilities. Will go down. Blink. Flamebreak cancels the TP. But there's Mirana here in support. Throws out an auto attack. Retreats. Meanwhile, mid, TA with the DD rune up. Could go for a kill here on Chachlo. There are some ways to cancel this Blink Dagger. If he gets the root, he'll be fine, but does he get the root in time? In come the auto attacks. The Meld's cooling down. This could be a solo kill. Where is the root? Where's the root? He missed micros the bear, and he goes down. No root RNG. Solo killed by a TA as Lone Druid. That is very depressing. Didn't have a TP scroll. Normally in that situation, if you're actually worried about it, you just TP out. But didn't have one. Well, that's a combination of bad luck and just unfortunate events, I guess. And maybe not playing the situation perfectly. A little miss micro on the bear, but might have gone down regardless. Probably could have gotten off one more auto attack with better micro, but this is where they lost the tier 1 early, and they just don't have much support for it. We'll see a TP out. Not much TA and Lycan can do about that. And now Relax are getting hemmed in. You look at the vision for them, and they don't see very much. This is pretty much... they've got the lane ward, but that doesn't really matter when there's a tier 1 up, and you don't have your own tier 1. Pushing as 5 into this region, very risky against an Aegis, a Lycan, a Batrider. Great chasing heroes. And that Batrider's just lurking bottom. Already Blink Force. Would like to see him with his team if they're going to force this tower, but he'll rotate towards mid for now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Another pause. Ay. Pain's looking pretty fine for everyone. Now, all the players sitting at like 130. Yeah, we'll have it on pause now. Just a very temporary one. And now the tower's under heavy assault. Insane, just chewing through the armor and the HP. And now a Blink last one to Dread. Caught out in the mid lane. Dread in no man's land. And a Flame Break secures a very simple kill. Blink Force already online for the Batrider. 60-minute Blink Force, and he's sitting on gold too, baby. 800 to be exact. He's been high impact so far this game. Hunting for more. He's going to find himself a Bane, and the Lion's coming in. They need some good familiar stuns here. 1, 2. Perfectly done. That's what the doctor ordered. Is there a play break? Oh, he still gets caught! He tried to TP out. He could have just kept on running, I think. There's no lasso. Oh, I think he just sort of kept on running. Tried to TP out. Paid with his life. Now the Observer Ward goes up, and they're just choking the life out of Relax here. This looks to be Insane's first win. It really does at this point. They're up 7.5k gold, 5k experience. Sure, never underestimate the power of the throw, but this lineup, once it gets ahead, just snowballs so hard with the Blink Lasso. As I say that, Aloha Dance charges in, feeds away his own life. No, he gets graved. He's still alive. Force staff him back, keep him running. Flame break the bear as well, but one leap forward, one small leap for the Mirana, and one giant step for mankind, or lionkind anyway, as he will escape. Yoki still chasing though. He wants this kill. Blink crushes there. Oh, what a deep dive. But now the chase is on. The lasso's on. Yoki, was it worth it? Was it worth it? I say no, good sir. I say no. Definitely not worth it. But that's like just really forcing it. Wanted to kill badly, and well, he got the kill. Hope it was worth it. Meanwhile, you're liking pushing in the bottom lane, and now sitting on 3,100 gold. So I am interested to see his build this game. Will he go for Necro 3? Will he go towards BKB? Looking at the enemy squad, there's Root, there's decent physical damage with Amplify. Sure, you can remove Amplify damage once with BKB, but that's not really a great reason to buy it in and of itself. There's plenty of lockdowns for it as well, the Bash, as well as the Entangle, and the Bane spells, Enfeeble, persisting through BKB, and Grip going through it as well. So I would lean towards him just going the Necro book, or maybe Assault Cuirass. I don't feel like it's a great BKB game. But Dread, trying to keep out, impales there. Once again, Aloha dance, right place, right time, give him the finger. Oh, come on. Come on, Lion. You know you want to. Well, not today. They'll take the tower in exchange, but while that's happening, mid lane they go in. They clean up the second support, the Bane will fall. They get the tier 1 top, but hardly worth it. Easy keys for the insane fanboys, it looks like. A tough game so far for Relax. And they're sitting in the middle of the pack right now, so dropping a match like this to a team who's 0-3 and insane, or I think it was 0-3. I believe it was. We'll check after this game, but that's a costly one. There's an arrow that connects on FN top, he's got his ultimate. Timoa just trying to force it out, and FN just says, fear the wolf. Fear the wolf. Obey the wolf. Do not fight the wolf. Do not poke the wolf. Just walk away slowly, and we'll let the cat lady live. 4,200 gold. Maybe he's just going straight to Vine Rapier. I mean, why the hell not at this point? I could get behind the Dagon. Wouldn't be too bad with the Lion. Double the lasers, double the fun. I'll clean up some centaurs here in the river, and flame break down by the Batrider, it looks like, just to help the TA farm. That's teamwork, man. Flame breaking enemy neutrals into the river so that you can CS them. The power of friendship for insane gaming. For now, insane gaming still have the aggressive wards up. They got dewarded here. Sentry ward was deployed, but a fresh ward placed, and now this is where things get really rough. Out comes the Desolator for Chomi, and we'll do some quick math. Minus 7 armor for the Desolator, another minus 5, I believe it is. Oh, no, sorry, minus 8 for the meld is maxed out now. So that is 15. Then you're looking at the Dazzle ult, which let's just say on average, like, it's like, I don't know, another minus 5 for the fight. It can be more, but maybe minus 10. In theory, it's like minus 30 to 40 armor, but in practice, I mean, it's a solid minus 20, we can say. That is very hard to deal with, especially throw the Lycan damage on top. 5k. This is where Relax will lose if it comes to a right-click war. They need to have the better control. The Blink is online for Yoki, as well as the Ogre Club. They have great lockdown from these supports. They just need to start the fight off, right? Get an arrow, get a good Blink Crush, just isolates a key hero. And looking at the heroes on this team, Dazzle is really your ideal target. We'll see it complete a Necro 3, just all of it bought right off the bat. I do like the choice much more than a BKB this game. I think AC is decent here as well, especially with the TA, but Necrobook just so strong when you're ahead like this. Snowball your advantage, end the game before it starts to wear off as an item. And it wears off very late for Lycan because of his other abilities. The 5 Change low top. Just completely off on an island here. Lasso is available. There's a root. He'll drop the lasso now. Needs a double familiar stuff in the face. Big jump dropping low. We'll boggle up. We'll survive for the time being. FN not finishing the kill. Then he wants to go back in. He's trying to kill off the bear to get the double kill, but he gets crushed. He wanted to get the bear gold and the hero gold. He gets nothing. You get nothing, good sir. Absolutely nothing. Oh no. Oh no. Meanwhile, while that was happening, I think someone else almost died. Oh, Dread might die to these wolves. Dread? Dread? Does he have stuns? Yeah, he's got the stuns. He'll be fine. Stick charges are there as well. And meanwhile, they have farmed a Radiance on the Lone Druid. All is not bad in Relax Land, but that was a big overcommitment from Insane. Lycan, he just wanted the world there. The 300 gold for the bear kill, the hero kill gold for the bear's damage onto the hero when it dies. Would have been a big play, but instead it was a very big feed. That's unfortunate. And that's what Relax need to get back in this game. Now that the Radiance comes online, they can farm their own woods. The bear can be an effective tool for split pushing. And Insane are not really the best lineup at ganking the bear. They are lacking in stuns. Sure, they've got some decent just damage output, but they'll really need the Bat Rider to fly high over the bear in order to lock it down. Maybe even just maybe even just have the Lion ganking it, but he'll drop pretty quickly. So we want to look at these supports' HP pools. They're up against the Radiance Bear. How much are they working with? 900 HP on the Dazzle, 750 on the Lion, and well, decent HP pools in some of these core heroes. Boots of Travel up. Even your Bat's only got 1,000. So with the Radiance online, this is where some of these support heroes who've been very effective so far can become very easily food.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We'll push in the top lane though, Relax will. Bears in the front lines. Midas Radiance at 23 minutes. Pretty decent timing considering how the game's developed. The fact that he died earlier as well, not going his way. Insane will clean up an instant rush. Saw Relax pushing top and no hesitation there. Man, they rushed really fast with the Deso from TA. My camera was off them for like 8 seconds and they just killed it. And now Relax will back off. But Relax are going to have a very hard time contesting that. So I think it's an okay trade for them pushing the top lane. Now they fight against the Aegis, though. And the Aegis went to the Lycan. Allows them to split push more aggressively, though, to be honest, if they catch him once, Relax will kill him twice. So, in a team fight, it can be useful, but a grip goes in onto Chomi. No, your son's there. The Impale clips onto Yoki as he blinks in. Oh, that's some bad luck for Yoki, and great play for Aloha Dance. Better to be lucky than good. Now the Deso coming through. A Blink, a Mount Strike off with his head. See us, Fishman. Not gonna live through this one. Big Num into the fight as well. The Lycan, is he gonna join this fight? Just the TA cleaning up for the time being. They're underestimating her damage output. She starts burning down the whole enemy squad. They should find the lone druid here. Aloha Dance hexes him, and that should be enough to get the kill. No TP out, nowhere to run. They'll find Tame My Wild. No mercy here from Insane Gaming. They bring down 5. TA, what a beast. Great Lion play there. A bit lucky, impaling, and then a rage buyback. There was no reason to buy back there at all. I guess to try to slow down the push. Well, okay, there was a reason to buy back there. It's just a very desperate buyback. Buying back at this point, still not going to stop the Lycan from pushing. Yeah, I take back my words a bit. There definitely was a reason to buy back there. Got a little ahead of myself. But yeah, they'll keep on pushing this tower. Blink Crush. They are respawning here, and the arrow's going to come through. Connects on Big Num. They do get the kill, but look at FN. He just doesn't care. They blink into TA. Unfortunately, he gets crushed. Still being controlled nicely. Remember, she doesn't have the Aegis. It's FN who does. And FN, will he lose the Aegis here? Another great impale. That one on 2 as well. And leaping forward is Chomi. Almost brings down Tame out. Kept alive. Now the arrow, the turnaround, I think, did hit the TA, but Refraction was still up. And then the Lycan, the big bad wolf, just starts biting off heads. He's hungry. He's getting his food now. This is the power of that Necro 3 build. Early deaths on TA. You get ahead, you just end the game. Or at least do your best to end the game before they fully come online. 18-9 your score. 15k gold lead. 13k experience lead. And remember, Arc just used some buybacks. They're actually manning up here. I think Vincere will just throw his life away. Let the team retreat. Take one for the team. Arrow will fly. Not going to connect them. Insane will back off. Man, that TA, though. Boy, she's hitting hard. 5-0 on 6. There is a Radiance. I mean, in theory, they could kill her. It's just a lot of great Lion backup that's been helping to keep her alive. And now, give Aloha Dance a Blink Dagger and a Force Staff. This is going to be big trouble. And look at Insane, just straight through the middle lane. Right onto the tier 1. A tier 3, rather. He might pay with his life. Pops the ult, retreats out, gets the Blink Crush, though. Like it, not the easiest here to run away here. Is there a Fiend's Grip? There is, but no mana. Arrow to fly! Oh, just short. They got another Blink Crush. I think they've got this one. And if they kill him once, he might have to juke south. No, it doesn't do it. Could have tried to jump back to dodge the Blink Crush. Could have anticipated it, but even so, then he's running back into the Mirana, whose arrow was pulling down, and not a guaranteed escape that way either. But throws away his life. He did force the enemy back, though. So they were trying to push down mid. We got Rax one lane, but we can 5-man down mid, take a tier 2, and denies them that opportunity. In the last fight also, who did I not mention? I mentioned one of the buybacks. Yeah, the SlarDarb also bought back significantly later after the Mirana. So they used 2 buybacks in that fight, not just the one. And that's going to delay his item progression. SlarDarb not a hero who can get away with buybacks that easily. Not a flash farmer, especially not when he's hemmed in like this. Nyoki not really finding the kills. And the Ogre clubs out, works towards the BKB. But it's going to be very delayed as a result. And even when he gets a BKB, it just doesn't help him very much this game. It mainly is just for the Lion, the Blink Hex and the Impale. But there's a Lasso and there's massive physical DPS. So it's a necessary item perhaps, but not a game-changing one on its own. They'll now smoke. Unfortunately, they do so right under a Dire Ward, and this looks doomed to failure for Relax. They should really start baiting someone here. Or are they just going to back off? They're smoky and they're heading, wrapping through their own Ancients. Down the ramp they go and around the corner. Dropping Observer Wards as they progress. Moving towards the Dire jungle, but there's just nothing here. They're trying to bait the lone Druid Bear in the lane. But Insane just say, screw that. Let's just 5-man down mid. They're not even worried about this. They even saw the smoke. Like, yeah, whatever. We can run right into them and take the fight. No problem. And as soon as they show heroes top, that's going to be mid-rax if they don't instantly 5-man TP back. They'll deploy the Dazzle ult defensively, start stacking up the armor on their heroes, and now they go in with the TA. Just force out the Mirana Leaf instantly. Now she's pretty much useless and on the back foot for the fight. Now Windex lassoed it in. The crush is there. Connects on the 2 carries, but not on these backline supports. They instantly bring down the bait. He doesn't have a buyback, or at least not using it yet, and the Rax will fall. That's 2 lanes of Rax. The Bear's dead as well. Is there a resummon available? There is, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Dread just getting chased down, run down towards as well. Zapped from long range. Aloha with the downtown jam. Big Num will fall here. Drops the gem. Will they clean it? Oh, grab the gem. Grab the gem. Yep, had to drop something first there. And now the Wolves already working on the tier 3s. Blink though, crush on 3. Inquisitor's gonna drop. Aloha Dance, 4-step away, he's got a Hex. He doesn't use it, gets arrowed. I think he's gonna go down here. No, he's okay. Now the TA turns it around. Unstoppable indeed. Oh, there's a nice sleep away then in the nick of time, and the Bear is in pursuit. The arrow once again, not connecting, just narrowly gonna miss Aloha Dance, but Chomi is gonna burn down to the Radiance here. Has Refraction, no BKB, can't use the Blink. Nothing to do but die. Maybe kill the Bear on your way out. No, doesn't even get the pleasure of that. But they took 2 lanes of Rex, so Insane are very happy. 2 lanes of Rex down with a Necro 3 Lycan with the Boots of Travel Batrider. The game should be very just formulaic from here. Push out the mid lane, push out the bottom lane, and then just 5-man top. Even just sick the Necro 3, have your TA hit the tower once to get the minus armor from Desolator, and then retreat. There's some decent items coming out for this Radiant squad, though, after that last engagement. Manta Styles here for Mirana. AC is up for the Lone Druid. I would say Relax have like a 10% chance at this point, maybe 15, but I would not count them out completely yet. As I said earlier, a very wise man once said, never underestimate the power of the throw. He clearly played a lot of Dota. That's why he was very good. I'll just keep on pushing these lanes in, though. Main goal is, before you engage, just make sure all 3 lanes are well past the river. That should be quite easy for top, or sorry, for mid as well as bottom. Top lane a little bit trickier, but they've gone in with the last one, and they've done it on the Bear. They're just gonna throw everything at this Bear. Blink Crush will connect on the Dazzle for now. Well, the Bear's dead. There's no Bear resummoned yet, but it is cooling down momentarily. So, not the best usage, perhaps the last one. It's only got like a 1-minute cooldown. And they'll start chasing now. But, FN, oh, no, not gonna go yet. The Blink Crush, though, catches the Batrider on the backside. Inquisitor on the run. They know there's no Bear resummon. They're going to buy back immediately on the Batrider. Bottom lane being defended by Familiars. Mid lane pushy with creeps. Lycan just heading straight towards mid. Spotted by Radiant Observer, though. Oh, they might be able to kill him. Slardar's coming. He's got the Blink Crush. Lycan's going to back off. No ult for now. Woo! TIS Dota, man. Keeps you on your toes. 21-16 the score. I miss myself some CIS Dota. And I mean the Russian kind as well, not the Team CIS from China. Although I enjoy them too, quite a bit. But yeah, Insane Gaming, giving us a bloodbath. 21-16, 37 kills, over 1 kill per minute. Not a total bloodbath, but a solid array of action so far this game. That was still an okay engagement for Relax. They did lose the Bear there. The Bear resummons on cooldown for another 50 seconds, but They force out a buyback, they get a kill on the bat, and if they win another fight, things could turn around. Boots of Travel come out for Lone Druid, and that's an interesting choice. We'll help him in these base raid scenarios. Oh no, they found Show Me. He's playing a little cocky. He's got BKB, won't get it off, just goes down with the Blink Crush arrow follow-up. Oy oy oy. He thought he was fine for that, but this ward scouted him out. And Relax Strike again. They're hoping that Roche is up, but unfortunately, the cards, the dice are with Insane. Roche not going to respawn until after this TA is back. Still though, now they've seen Big Numb. That's another kill opportunity. Is this the start of a comeback? Is this the start of a comeback? Don't call it a comeback yet, guys. But your rares just might be saved. Yoki, Blink Crush, on a Big Numb who has a 4-step, but the arrow's there. They found another kill. They bring him down, and remember, he just fought back earlier. Doesn't have to buy back. They might just march down mid. Relax, working on the tier 2 tower. Just gonna backdoor this one quickly. No backdoor protection. Creeps are in the base bottom, though. And this is where they might have to back. Are they just going in? I think they just want to force out this buyback here. Maybe from the TA. Obviously the Batrider can't, but no TA buyback forthcoming. So we'll say, hey, we keep on going. Earn up the bear. Start breaking the space. Is this a turnaround? Is this a lane of Rax? There's nothing pushing bottom. It's only the Lycan now. Popping the ult just to get there more quickly, but he's already giving up Rax for this. Rax are down. The TA has buyback. Without the bat, I guess they feel they can't fight. Relax. Going for it. There, this is the tier 2. Straight to the base race, my friends. Insane, he's going to go for the base. This is the trump card. And Relax will have to back. The tier 4s are falling. They can't afford to trade like this. And on the way out, there will be some attempts to cancel TPs, but Bat really the main man to do it. Is there a bash here? There's a grip. FN's been found. FN will fall, but he forced them back at the very least. But Relax come out on top again. They get another kill in a core. They take down a lane of Rex. They expose the tier 3 as well. They're doing it, man. Relax are coming back. Now only down by 6k gold. A little bit more with their buybacks, I suppose, but 2k experience. And the main thing is just the Rex. 1 to 2. And these are exposed. So one more good fight. If it happens before this bat is back, could just end the game. But this is where Insane say, let's relax, guys. Let's go take Roche. We've got TA. We've got a lot of minus armor and a Lycan throw up. This will die quickly. Speaking of that Lycan, he did buy back for this. And another smoke. A double smoke from Relax. They just pop all of the remaining smokes. Let's get to the well, guys. 2 smokes, twice as fast. Now the Moonlight Shadow for good measure. And TA's getting bashed. Lycan's not here yet. Arrow to fly. It stuns the Roshan. This could be bad. They go right on. The Blink Leap is there as the Lycan pops his ult. Now they lasso the bear. Pull it into the pit. That's most of the physical damage for Insane Gaming gone for the time being. And, well, will it be enough? Or, sorry, for Relax. And it looks like, for the time being, they've killed off the Lion. Now the Crush comes onto the Lycan. Keep on focusing him. Roche has fallen, though, in the midst of the chaos. Aegis was picked up by the TA. Now she's coming back to life after these messages. Yoki's going to go down. And Insane Gaming turn it around with the Roche so far. It looks like, but the Lone Druid fights just as strong as he can. They're all low. Nobody's dead. Grave up on Chobi. Keep him alive. Turn the fight around. They're doing it. Dread gonna drop. And the backline Samo Wild in hot pursuit. Crystallis online. Trying to bring down Inquisitor with the right clicks. Is there a heal? There's a heal bomb. Huge plays. Everybody dying. 8 heroes hit the deck. Yoki died. Bought back for that one. So that was actually 9 heroes dead, plus the Aegis, so call it 10. Call it the rare and rarely seen double team wipe with some buyback sprinkled in over the top. Woo! 10 bodies hit the floor. Okay, well, Aegis gone now. I think TA got the Aegis. That is definitely where not having a co-caster hurts you in a fight like that. I'm pretty sure she got it, but yeah. Either way, Aegis is gone, Cheese is gone, if they're... No, that was only second rush, I think. And they'll keep on pushing in, though. They're just gonna jump in now. Is there a Lone Druid buyback is the main question. There is. He's not using it yet. They go in with the grip. FN just melts! Look at the damage from the Visage! They're not done yet either. They're going to chase this TA. As the BKB didn't use it first, realizes that he needs to run. But the Blink Crush is there. BKB dodge. Nicely done. Does this end the aggression for Relax? Tower falls. Now the throne's exposed. Now it gets real tricky. Man, we entered like ultra late game base race scenario at 25 minutes. I was not ready for that. I haven't even had my Red Bull yet. Well, waking up now anyway. Who needs any kind of caffeine when you've got CAS Dota? Certainly not yours truly. Russians have the way of bringing out some fun Dota for us all. But yeah, right now, it's still either team's game. This is where the teams that have less buybacks are at a huge deficit. And also where Boots of Travel really come into play. So you've got Boots of Travel and Lone Druid. That's nice. The Boots of Travel will be more important, likely for the Dire side, because they're the ones who are likely to have the lanes pushed in, and then be able to die, buy back, and TP in and join the fight once again. So, Insane in terms of buybacks, sitting on, let's actually just sort it. They're sitting on 2, so the 2 of the Relax squad. So both teams have 2 buybacks on the Lion and the Bat. The Lion buyback's probably not going to be effective unless he's defending. The Bat buyback obviously good in either scenario. With Boots of Travel, now TA. So Insane are prepared for a full base race. Look at the Talisman of Evasion. This TA's really fallen off, though. Just keeps on dying. Started off 5-0-6, or 6-0-5, and now is 8-3-8. Which is still a very respectable score, but a lot of those deaths have come recently, too. Insane. Are they going to smoke from the base? It's too far to go all the way down mid from here. They're just worried about Relax on their smoke ganks. Big Numb's just hunting in this bottom lane. I'll go up onto the cliffs here, and a Basher comes out for the Lone Druid. Lone Druid's the leader in terms of net worth. He's slowly but steadily clawed his way back into this game. He was behind a little, like 3k gold, 4k gold to the TA when he got Radiance, but the later the game goes, that's where I hear like TA really struggles against all this control. Especially, I mean, sure, she's got BKB, but with Blink Crush, if you don't get it off, you just die. And on top of that, the BKB charges are wearing thin. Now down to 7 seconds, still good, I'd say, for the next fight or two, but beyond that, you'll really be a bit lacking in durability. And they'll start pushing in top lane, but the push comes equally fast from the bottom side. As Relax, and they'll push back. They'll go against the grain here. Fighting uphill, not with the current for this one. While Insane keep on pushing down the top side. Both teams content to trade for now. Remember, Relax have some TPs out. They've got some Boots of Travel. Boots of Travel on the Lone Druid. TP Squad on the Bane. The StarLadder, Vincere, so everyone's got one. And they're going to have to use them soon. They'll just take 2 towers and then back. That's honestly a great trade. 2 towers for none. You're in position to defend. Now the only issue is that you've used all your TPs, but that's fine. They're defending. Don't need to TP anywhere. Home is where the heart is. Home is where the safety is. Blink crushes there. Crushes too. Just trying to slow down this aggression. Wait out the Lycanol. And Insane are getting a bit nervous. Hee-hawing, backing off a bit. Not sure if they want to go in. We'll let the Wolves do the heavy lifting. They'll bring down the tower. Mega creeps coming soon to a theater near you if there's not some great defense. But a triple Familiar Stun catches out Vincere. No grave. Easy kill, and that's going to end the push. They don't want to fight this 4v5. The Bear's in pursuit. StarLadder slithering forward. Leaping forward is the Bane. Now he's blocking the Bear. Oh, they found FN. They blinked the wrong way, though. Is there a grip? Oh, they just miss him. They just miss him. And that Lycan didn't have buyback cooldown, but did have the gold, so it wouldn't have mattered. Well, it would have mattered, but wouldn't have won the game. He could have bought that. Whew. What a way to start the day. Alright, well, we're settling down now after a very action-packed mid-game as we head towards the late game. 40 minutes in. Your Daedalus coming very soon here for Tame by Wild. And in fact, 3,500 gold. Mirana's quietly turning into a late-game hero, and they've got the StarLadder on this squad. This is where StarLadder, not a good carry, but a very good, just semi-carry utility hero. He makes the Lone Druid and Mirana hit so freaking hard at this point. As this game goes later. I actually feel Relax if the better just control and damage output by a long shot. It's almost where Insane are going to be forced into just kind of a rat scenario. Blink Dagger's here, just able to use it in time. Is there going to be a Blink Crush? No, cooling down. They're going to have to resort to some rat Dota. Save for buybacks, keep on farming. Do not engage 5v5. Relax seems stronger there. Just really, I think it's mainly, like I was saying, just the better control more than anything. The triple Familiar Stun, and the more, and in some ways more damage. 3 Familiars, you've got the amplify damage, and 2 very farmed carries, especially this Lone Druid, but even the Mirana, as mentioned, quite farmed in her own right. So the Mirana will buy Daedalus, still Tame My Wild City on buyback though, and now it's waiting for Roche, and I believe this will be Roche number 3. Familiars. Gold for Chomi. Arrow wildly off the mark, and that's gonna end this engagement. I'll keep on chasing, but With no arrow, not a whole lot you can do. In fact, Chomi says, great. Thanks for the food, Dread. 300 gold, that's a bear. And a familiar resummon. That's actually a big thing for Relax. Like, it's okay to get... The gold isn't that big of a deal at this point, but not having the familiar cooldowns is something that could actually cost Relax the game. So, Dread's really got to be careful not to lose these 3 familiars for the next 2 minutes. So wrap them around the north side and swing around from the back. Insane, though. We're in a good position to defend against these. Lycan pops the Howl for now. Just gonna sick the Necro Book on the base, but the bear just cleans up. The bear is the king of the wild here. He's gonna clean up all the animals. The top of the food chain, if you will. Arrow to fly, great dodge there. And that'll end the initiation attempt. Now a blink, a lasso, but there's a crush, a BKB, and a grip, but a great grip! Turning this fight around from Inquisitor, keeping the Batman alive. They clean up the Bane. Now, though, can they bring down the bear in time? They've already lost their TA for this. The bear, can it be resummoned? Yes, it can. Now a crush. The bat will fall. And all of a sudden, they're still alive, and they're just being overwhelmed here. Insane. In all sorts of trouble. They've lost 3. They've used the buyback 100 seconds on the TA's death counter. She might just have to buy back here. They're going to lose another. Like instead. Relax, they're turning this game around. 43 minutes in. They're doing it, baby. 3 kills for the lone druid. Straight down the mid lane. Once more under the breach. And now the base race. Are we going to see, like, sneaking in the wolves, trying to boots of travel in? They don't have anything to bots to right now. They can't even get there in time. This might be checkmate, and especially if they lose this Lion. A blink, a crush, a turnaround Hex. Yoki, no, it's his turn to feed. He buys back immediately. Now the bear. If they bring this down, then they don't have the second bear for at least 2 minutes or so. In comes the bat, looking for a lasso. He's going to lasso the hero, not the actual spirit bear. Can they focus him down in time? No. Still alive, dropping low, dropping very, very low. Can the wolves finish him off? Can they be the heroes of this game? No, they can't. No, they can't. TA killed out Visage on the backside, who also doesn't have familiars for 40 seconds, mind you. Oh, flame break off the mark. That's no! The low ground to high ground impale. Oh, the plays from Aloha Dance. Now it's Tame My Wild's turn to die, and a double buyback for Relax. What is this, Dota? What is this game? Roche is coming soon. Welcome to StarLadder Season 9. Yeah. What a game. Buybacks are all on cooldown now. Except for Lone Druid, who's now picked up a Ghost Scepter to deal with all this physical damage, which could make Lion your hero. Almost has the level 3 finger. And by the way, I've missed it. I don't know how long he's had it. Probably for some time now, but he's got an Ags. So, we're looking at the bouncing Lion ult. Or sorry, not bouncing, I guess it's AoE. But yeah. I have not actually seen Lion Ags in a game. At all. Since it got changed. Looking forward to this. But this could be the end. Arrow's gonna fly, and they'll work directly on the racks. There is a glyph available, so Insane. They'll prep here with the Dazzle ult, I believe. Not using it yet. The bear's in the front lines. Is there a cooldown available? Yes, there's 2 bears. And now Batman comes from the south side. Hard to get in range, though. They've already lost racks. They're just letting this fall. They're not doing anything. Not trading. Not really going in. They'll lose melee, almost range. For nothing. I mean, sure, they don't have buybacks, and maybe they're at a disadvantage, but you can't just sit there and give up your racks and not do... They didn't even trade. They didn't try to go bottom. Just said, here, have our racks, proffer our bodies up to you. And they even use their glyph, which means if it comes to a base race scenario... See, that's the main thing that I don't really agree with. If you want to sack the racks, okay, but if you're gonna sack the racks, then you damn well should save the glyph for the actual throne race. There's a lot of heroes that bring buildings down quickly in this game. Lone Druid, Lycan, TA. It could well come down to a throne race here. It really could. Here come Relax into the pit. The bear gets pulled back in. They've got 2 for this. And now the bear into the pit. The familiars are high. Dread. Can he get up to the stuns? 1, 2, 3. Read them and weep. Insane. They're all going to melt here in the pit. The bear are dropping low. Now the grip on the Chomi. Held up position for the time being by the bait. But from the high ground comes a low hot dance with a timely hex. Not timely enough. Not good enough. Chase low. Onto the Roche pit. Grand Theft Aegis. They'll snag the Aegis. No, they get the cheese. They leave the Aegis on the deck. They'll sort it out now as the arrow comes through, just barely missing Inquisitor and Insane, who are so close to their first win of StarLadder Season 9 Europe, are so far in the end. Relax, bring home the rares, and the people breathe a collective sigh of relief. Your final score, 34-30. Insane, they had this one in their grasp, but the tighter they close their fist, the more Galaxy